YouTube. This is not what we agreed upon. I, like most of you, have come across the additional changes to your YouTube Partner Program to better protect creators. Now, it doesn't sound like you're better protecting creators, and more sounds like you're trying to get rid of small creators that don't really make any money for you. You don't really benefit from them. That's at least the way it comes across. The issue with this in particular, you see all the way back in April of 2017. We set an eligibility requirement of 10,000 lifetime views. Now, prior to April 2017, people were just able to put content on there and, start monetization automatically. But I started in May of 2017 and just completed my 10,000 lifetime views. Actually, just got there in December. When I got there in December, it says that your account's under review and that it's taking extra time for that to be reviewed. But that I should find out, obviously it's been taking like a week or 2 weeks or whatever. The problem is that I never received an email. Weeks went by, nothing came of it, and only to find out today, I decided to check. I was on a computer. I was like, well, I'm going to check and find out what the current status is of the monetization to see if it's listed as still under review or not. And it's not. It decided, in their infinite wisdom, that you now need 4,000 hours watched, which is a feat in and of itself. And if that was the case, that would be fine. You put it on the creators to put content out there. The more content, the more people watch it, eventually get to 4,000. Where you've lost me is that you also require 1,000 subscribers. Now, when you're getting to the point where it's 1,000 subscribers, that's where it gets a little tricky, because that takes years and years and years. And it's not saying that putting in years and years is, worth effort, but if you're telling me that you changed something in April of 2017 only to decide within the new year that you're changing the requirements again, especially when there's many people that may have hit those 10,000 milestone requirements, only to determine then that you're going in another direction. That's where, it's unacceptable. It's something that's not really fair to the small creator. It's something that didn't, everybody's kind of pretty discouraged by it, and understandably so. It's not, it doesn't look like you want the small subscriber. Even when you put the 10,000 lifetime views on there, a lot of people were taken aback thinking, oh, you don't want the person that just puts random little videos that gets a few views here, a few views there. You don't want them to monetize. But then people get to 10,000 views, they put effort into it like I did, started in May of 2017, have now posted 73 videos through this new year, and actually put effort into it starting in June, went to places, filmed things, filmed content, actually got, a good bit of watch time and view time on it, finally got to my 10,000, only to be determined that you have to then take a considerable jump to now obtain 1,000 subscribers. People have to watch 4,000 hours of your content. That's too much. There should be a fine line. You took a nothing and you made it, to a goal, a considerable goal. And then you said, okay, cool, go to the moon. That's the jump that YouTube has made. I'd crossed the 10,000 view threshold. My channel should be reviewed, and it should be then be able to be monetized, because you're rolling this out in February of 2018, and I cleared mine in December. But they have this nice little tidbit right here, which is that on February 20th, 2018, we'll also implement the threshold across existing channels on the platform to allow for a 30-day grace period. On that date, channels with fewer than 1,000 subscribers or 4,000 watch hours will no longer be able to earn money on YouTube. So it wasn't like before, or even if you didn't have 10,000 views, you were still able to be monetized. It's just the people that came in after that were then able to be monetized. This is actually taking back. So this is talking about people that have, for years probably, have built up their channel and have, done this thing, and maybe they're at, say, 600 subscribers, and they're getting nice daily viewage. they're getting shut out of the money too because they only have 600 subscribers. Maybe they have the watch hours and they only have 600 subscribers or 700 subscribers. Let's say even if they have 900 subscribers and they've worked for years to get them. You're just pulling the rug out from under them too. That's unacceptable. And then they have the gall to say, "Oh, well, this will affect 99% of channels, but 99% of channels that have earned less than $100 in the past year." Well, who cares? That's their $100 that they earned. Or even, let's say it says like 90% of those channels only earned $2.50 in the past year. 90%. $2.50. That's their $2.50. If I work for a quarter, I did it for the thrill of the hunt. It's something like that you put out this content whenever there is a hobby. Like I started mine as basically a hobby. I wanted to put videos out there really to show my kids that when they grow up and, you know, my kids go, "Hey, you didn't take us anywhere." I have videos showing that I actually took them somewhere and I go, "Ha," throw it in their face. But, you know, I was putting other things up there just to see if I could find anybody with the same interests, people that would comment, that would subscribe, that would watch. It was kind of like a hobby. And then when you get to the 10,000 views or monetization, I wasn't expecting to be some YouTube millionaire. But if it's like, oh, cool, you earn like, you know, $2 here, $1 here, that's a cool thing. That's something like, oh, that's cool that this video that I put together has earned actual money. Not a ton of it, but just some money. And you're taking that and pulling that joy away and basically limiting people's interest in wanting to then get into YouTube. They're not going to want to get into YouTube anymore because you put the achievements, you put an Olympic level achievement on regular, everyday people. Like you're like, oh, if you work really hard, you can make the Olympics. Whoa, sure. Yeah, you can put thousands and thousands of hours. And who's to say, because you put it as April 2017, you made a change. Who's to say I put in all the effort, get to the 1,000 subscribers, get to the 4,000 hours, only to find out that that in the middle of the year that wasn't enough. That you now need 2,500 subscribers and 8,000 hours or 10,000 hours. Like, that's the problem. It wasn't like this was implemented in 2014. It was implemented in April of 2017 and it's January of 2018. It wasn't even a full year. You didn't even give it a full year to implement it. So that's the problem that we're thinking. I think that's where the outrage is coming from, is people don't want to be put into a position where we're now, like, I'm in a position where I had worked as you know, it was fun. It was like, okay, cool, I got 1,000 views. That's awesome. 2,000, 5,000. Oh, look, this one video got over 1,000 views. Oh, look, this one video got over 2,000 views. That's really cool. It was cool to, like, oh, you're working your way up to 1,000, or 10,000. And then you get to 10,000 and your channel's under review. Channel's under review, you know, all cool, great. Channel's under review, great. Then a few weeks go by and then you decide to check it only to find out that they've lengthened the requirements. It's like if you're playing Monopoly and you make everybody else go bankrupt and you're like, okay, cool, I won. They're like, no, you didn't win. You needed a hotel on every property. It's like, well, there's not enough hotels for all the properties I have. It's like, well, build more hotels. Like it's a weird requirement for something that you've accomplished a previous goal, and in turn they're giving you a significantly harder goal without acknowledging that you accomplished the previous goal. That to me is silly. It's unfair. It's unfair to the people that, you know, put through that effort to get to the 10,000. And really just getting like, here's more things to do. But no even like level of achievement that, hey, you got to this 10,000 that we agreed upon. But now you got to do all this other stuff too. That's just, it's bad. It's bad PR. I can see why people are angry. I'm not thrilled about it. I'm sure nobody else is thrilled about it. It's just it was an unacceptable approach to do it. You're going to put a grace period, or put it as the people that got the 10,000 views, those people are then can be reviewed and be monetized. But no, you pulled the rug up from under those people too. And the people that actually had like probably at least some income coming in. You pulled the rug from their people too, to help out the people that, you know, that already don't really need the help, that are getting, outside sources like Patreon, other things like that have quit their job to primarily be on YouTube because they have all the views and the hours and the content that they need. Whereas somebody who's starting out small is discouraged. They don't want to do this anymore. They don't want to even try. It's bad business is what it is. Sorry, we're doing this to protect you. I'm from Pittsburgh, and the Pittsburgh Pirates, the Major League Baseball team in this town, has made some inexplicable moves the last few days. And they come out in a press conference and they go, look, we're trying to compete. It doesn't matter that we traded away the face of our franchise and our best pitcher. We're trying to compete. This is not a rebuild. YouTube's basically doing the same thing. The 4,000 hours of watch time is a giant feat. I worked, half a year, put out 70 videos, and I have about 600 hours of watch time. So let me worry about putting out more content to get that watch time up. Let that be my challenge. But 1,000 subscribers, who's to say, I have videos that are kind of all over the place. I have a travel vlog, I have done video game videos, I've done TV reviews, I've done all other types of things. So somebody might like one video, they may not like another one. It's hard to say what everybody's going to like, so it's hard for me to nail down a subscriber on basically one video when the next video is something wildly different. So that's kind of, what I want my channel to be. But is that fair to me as someone who creates different content? That I'm not, doing one type of content, doing various types of content? Is that fair? That I have to then, try to scrape all these subscribers around? Now, the one good thing that did come from this is in the comments section, is currently 10,736 comments. Clearly, all the people that have small YouTube channels are not very thrilled with this development. And they've decided to go kind of subscribe for subscribe, sub for sub, with all the people in the comment section, to which I took advantage of that as well. The thing is that the whole subscribe thing is just really, it just seems egregious that you're asking for 1,000. I could see 500. Even that's high, but 1,000, you're just restricting people that have smaller channels that are trying to build themselves up, and you're delaying them years because you don't want to, pay out the $1 to $2 every person. But it's only improving your viewership, and you're limiting that, and you're going to lose people with probably good channels because of it. But the good thing that is coming from this is people are doing that subscribe for subscribe. So with the sub for sub, there's going to be a lot of interesting channels that I subscribe to. I'm not going to unsubscribe. I'm sure people are going to do that, where they're going to wait like a day or two and then they'll unsubscribe. But I'm certainly not going to do that. I feel like we're in this together as smaller YouTubers, as people that are on the rise, to kind of circumvent this weird YouTube rule that they've just decided to pull, especially for people that reach their 10,000 view requirement like I have. I feel especially taken aback that this was something that, I was told, hey, do this and you're good, and we're not good. So please, if you subscribe to my channel, leave a comment. Let me know that you subscribe to the channel. I will subscribe back. I'll leave a message saying that I subscribe back. I feel like I said, we're in this together. I will keep subscribing unless you put out some weird content. My weird threshold level is pretty high, so I think you have a safe bet. But yeah, feel free. Leave a comment. If you like this video, you are as angry as I am about these changes to YouTube. Something that was, should at least honor the people that have 10,000 views. But let me know if you've watched this far. Please leave a comment. We're going to get to 1,000 together. Like I said, like and subscribe, and thank you for watching.